Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars. This is Johnny Blender, and I thank you for tuning in tonight. I want to start off the show by sending out our prayers to all the states who were impacted by Hurricane Idalia. And also remember to keep the people in Hawaii in your prayers as well. They're still going through a pretty rough time out there. I got to tell you, I'm starting off the show tonight, and I'm tired. Don't know why. I'm just exhausted. But hey, that's just one of the things with getting old, I guess. But I want to tell you that we've got some new things that will be happening in the show tonight. I've gone back to doing my cigar reviews, and what I did is when I'm taking a break in the shop today, I was taking a break in the shop, and I figured I was going to smoke. I'd smoke a cigar, and it was one that I wanted to review. So. Hey, Suzanne Jones is tuning in. Our great friend Suzanne and her husband Mike, who's down with the sickness right now. Hope both of y'all get to feeling better and get home safely. But anyway, I did a little video out of the shop today that I'm going to drop in as like kind of a commercial later in the show. I've got it in my notes when I'm going to cue it in there. So watch for that. Check it out. Let me know what you think about that. We're doing a award tonight for the cigar that we're reviewing. So you really want to watch that because it's going to be thrilling. Let's see. Let's talk a little news. As everybody knows, I have been starting to cover a little news. It's not on the radio or TV over the last few weeks. It's just what's going on every day in my life that I see. Let's see. Fuel prices have gone up another 6 cents this week. Since I've been doing this news over the last 3 episodes, that's a total of just under 50 cents that fuel has gone up in 3 weeks. And those numbers are reported by me because I have been the one paying for the gas, the fuel, and I know how much it costs. So if you need to see receipts, I can show you those. So let's see, and that real news was reported by me. Let's see. I've also noticed, it was funny. I just said that to Suzanne, who her husband Mike has got the COVID. I've noticed today that COVID is back, but I have not heard one person mention the flu. So I guess the flu's name has now been changed to COVID. I am also seeing stickers at places like box drugstores that are offering COVID shots, but usually this time of the year I see them putting up their things for flu shots, and they don't have any of that right now. So I think that's kind of that tells a whole lot. Let's see a little bit more. I got a report today from Trey the Weather Dago. He's reporting sunny in Louisiana. We'll be looking for sun. And this Trey the Weather Dago is a real guy. This is real. He's a pilot. This is real weather we're getting from him because he watches the patterns, and it's great. And he throws in a little of Trey isms. We'll be looking at sun for this weekend with chances of showers. Temps will be cool until they get hotter. With the air pushing down from the north, that steers tropical storms away from the Gulf of Mexico over this way. This weekend, we're looking with more, and he says, I'm sorry, I misread that, over this weekend, and with more information on the show next weekend. This is a report from Trey, the Weather Dago. Thanks again, Trey, for always your accurate weather reporting. I love it. All right, I got a couple of outlaws I see bumped in here already. Let me bring these guys into the stream real quick. They are going to tell us about the interesting weekend they had last week. Well, I'll let them tell you. This is Jim Cummins and Ray Urban coming to you live.
Oh, there goes the neighborhood.
Yeah. Johnny, I don't know if you're ready for this duo.
I am, man. Trust me. I've never mind. I'm not saying another word. Hey, let me give a big shout out to Sean Franks. How you doing, brother? I hope everything's all right up there in Tupelo, Mississippi, or that area. Mark Jacobs. All right, guys. So tell me what happened last weekend.
Hey, before Jim gets started on his high horse, I just want to say hello, Lynn, because everybody forgets about you, but I love you.
All right. You hear that? She's sitting right over there typing.
See?
Ray Urban said he wanted, before Jim Cummins opened his big mouth and started running his fat head. This is Ray saying that. he said that he wanted to say hi, Lynn. He loves you, and people forget about you.
All right, Jim. There you go.
As a Southern Louisiana interpretation, exactly what you said, Ray.
That was perfect, Johnny. That's perfect.
All right. So tell me about last weekend.
It was hot. It was real hot. It was fantastic. It was a great show event. Funny Car Chaos was great. The track, the facility, MIR. Jagger Naves put our show together. Burnouts for Bunny. And that was sponsored by Jimmy Gloyd. He's got a top fuel guy that runs with us. He's FedEx, Line X of Frederick, Maryland. And he put up a big chunk of money and badass show, bottom line.
That's awesome.
I had an issue personally. I blew a head gasket, so I qualified, but I backed out because it just wasn't going to run again. And Ray qualified number 1 in the B field.
Wait, B field. What the hell is B field, man? What do you
There's
mean
an
by
A
B
field and a B field. So basically what they did, the format was 16 cars. There's a field has the top 8. The B field has 9 through 16. And there was 24 cars at the track. So basically 8 cars went home.
Okay.
On that.
Okay.
Yours truly. But
oh, so you're not one of those guys that actually fix your car when it's broke at the track? You just keep pack it up and go home?
No, I would have, but I blew a head gasket.
Oh,
yeah.
And I probably could have run it the way it was, but you know what? It was just starting to go. I'd rather not blow
Be
head,
safe.
ruin head and everything else. So
it's Thursday and you've already got it changed, correct?
Right. Well, actually, I got both heads off and I got the gaskets on order already. So.
Okay. All right. I just try to keep y'all straight, man. I know y'all got more dates coming up.
Ask him if he needs me to come help.
Elaine wanted to know if you need to come help change that head gasket. She'd be up there.
Yeah, you got it. I talked to the professor and he gave me some ideas and told me what to go with because the head gaskets are actually too thin, believe it or not. They were 50,000. Charlie Benson said no less than 64 on copper gaskets.
Yeah.
They'll just blow through and eat up on a small block shell.
Right.
Right. So, but that's that. There was a lot of other stuff going on. Ray, you want to fill in on that?
Hey, Ray, you ran a 490?
I ran a 467.
Okay.
467. We had a great. I mean, Tim Sporle and Ed Bliss, they qualified for the A field, which, I mean, you're talking, Petinato and the Rat Poison and them guys were up in A field. So there were some heavy hitters up there. Mike Gironi was up there. The A field was a stacked deck of who's who. I am so glad I qualified B field.
Right.
Low qualify was a 380 in the A field.
What was low qualified on the B field?
513, 514, I think.
Okay.
No, low qualifier, Raymond.
Oh, low was me. Low was me with the 467.
I'm sorry, I meant high. What was the high quality? How slow was the slowest person?
It was just over a 5-teen. I think it was 514.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's good. I wanted something to zero in on.
Yeah, it was still respectable. We had everything from slingshots to a couple of us altereds out there. We had a couple A-comps, which, I mean, beautiful cars. And it was, honestly, Johnny, between the A field and the B field, it was very competitive. We did exactly what we said we were going to do. Everybody, even the guys that were not part of the East Coast Fielders, we put on one heck of a show.
That's good.
Them fans were on their feet. I ended up, and again, patting myself on the back, but Mike Gironi, they put up a bunch of guys put up $1,000 for the longest burnout. Mike Gironi had it for the longest time in his altered, but he knew that Mr. Ray Urban was the last one to make a pass. So I'm sorry, I just had to go for it. I ended up right about 3:30 before I shut her down, and I was like, "Yep, we're done. We're good."
So that's money. So that's money in the bank, is what we call that.
That was money in the bank right there, buddy.
That's good, man. That's and what you got like a 7.5-inch wide tire on that thing, huh?
Oh, I'm running the big Bubba's. I ain't got nothing but a bicycle tire back there run by Briggs and Stratton.
That's it, man. That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
But
All right, so
go ahead.
Go ahead. You're the
No,
guest.
it was a great weekend. I mean, we all come together, just like we always talk on all the shows, including your show. The race car guys, we're family. We may line up next to each other. I ended up lining up to Bruce Hacker in the finals. And Bruce.
My boy.
Oh yeah. Me and Bruce
won.
lined up. We've raced with each other, and him and Lynn, we're like family. It didn't matter who won. We had a blast. I ended up cutting an 01 red against Bruce because I knew Bruce was not going to cut me no slack. I mean, I qualified with an 8. He qualified with a 9. So I knew number 1 and 2, we were going to meet. And we did. And I'll tell you what, Bruce gave me a run. And I seen that light at the 3:30. I said, yeah, Bruce, have a nice time.
There you go. Man, I love hearing that. I love to hear that. And,
It was a great event.
I'm glad y'all had a great event. Now, you've got another event coming up next weekend, right?
No, in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, okay.
22nd. We're going to be up at the Dover race. Hope I get my cars back by then. So we got 10 cars coming up there. Dino's got we got 8, but we'll probably wind up getting 2 more in there as well on the show. And that's just a huge. It's probably one of the biggest nostalgic events in the Northeast.
I tell you, I saw something today. It's over in Minneapolis, I think, or in that area, Minnesota area. It was Rock Falls. What was it? Rock Falls Racing, or it seemed like it was Rock Falls, but it was like Minnesota or somewhere up like that. Looks like they're gonna have. I've never seen it. I don't know why that popped up today on my page, but I had never seen anything of theirs. And they've got an event, I think maybe last week of October, that looks like it's just going to be. It looks like an event you guys would be at.
It looks like it's going to be cold if it's going to be in October up in Minnesota.
You think?
I got snow tires.
Yeah, there you go. Put some paddle tracks on it. Chains.
Yeah. We'll put studs in it.
What all do they have going on at Dover?
It's actually up at Lebanon Valley, and it's the Dover reunion. Dover drag strip was up in Wingate, New York.
Right.
And
they closed that.
It closed. Now, the organizer of this particular race, Dino Lawrence, he's Carolina Signs. He's actually based out of North Carolina.
Okay.
At Raleigh. But he was the announcer up there for gobs of years. And he said, let's put a race together. And originally it was at Island Dragway for a couple of years. And it outgrew that. And he reached out to Lebanon Valley, and Howie and Wayne and everybody put it together. And we'll probably get a bigger crowd than a divisional event, first of all, number one.
Okay, now before you left the other day, did you sign the contract for next year?
We did everything. We did everything but put fresh ink on there. I think between Jim and myself, we beat Jagger Naves up so bad that he has to bring us back next year.
You can't leave an event, even if you blow a motor, a head gasket, anything. You can't leave an event till the next event's booked.
Oh, it's on its way. Yeah, exactly.
And sometimes if you're just very obnoxious like me and just hang around, and Lynn went and bought a new truck a number of years ago, and she told him what she wanted for her trade-in. She told him what she was going to pay for it. They said they couldn't make that number happy, and then she ordered a pizza and waited for him to come to her way of thinking.
I want my deposit back. All of a sudden, it comes back.
Hold on. It was even better than that. After the guy sold her the truck, they brought it around, had it all cleaned up, gassed up. She walked out. She goes, how am I going to get in there? Put running boards on it. They said, well, that wasn't part of the deal. She says, my other truck's got running boards on it. So they put a set of running boards on it for her. She got up, the truck drove off. The guy who sold her truck retired the next week.
Hey, tell Lynn to send her resume. We're looking for a promoter.
There we go. I got one sitting over there.
We'll take any help we can get. That's it, you know.
All right, so we got is the Dover race your last race for the year?
For
Or do
us,
you
No,
go
we've got
no.
Jimmy. We got
We got
Rockingham.
Rockingham. Okay.
Yeah, the Mopar. What is it? Mopar Nationals or Mopar Days?
Yeah, I know you had told Jim. You had told me you were coming to the Rockingham. I just forgot about that location.
Well, that was because it was originally supposed to be our first race, but it rained and everything else, and Dan said, you know, we're postponing it to the end of into November 18th is when that's coming around too. So
that's a good time to be there. That's a really good time to be there.
Yeah,
it's a lot cooler. Yes.
Work-wise is taking over, so the Never Satisfied Altered will not make that one, unfortunately, because I mean, I've talked to Dan. I love Rockingham. I would have loved to get there, but I have a conference I'm not going to be able to make. Right. So Mr. Jim Cummings is going to drive all the way down from Jersey to fill my spot for me.
That's good, man. That's good. Are y'all looking at a big field for that one?
Let's see what happens first.
Trying to put old Jimmy on the spot.
I'm telling you, man, that's what you got to do. You got to keep him dancing.
No, we got 4-car field for that one. That's going to be Bruce Hacker, Flying Ryan.
Carrie ought to be there.
Yep.
Carrie should be there for that. That's close to him.
Yeah, it should be.
Carrie will be there.
Hacker, Carrie, and Coral right now.
He kind of exactly. So I'm going to talk to Jimmy Gloyd. He may want to do it. If not, we'll figure that one out. We'll get a full field there for sure.
Okay. What else you got coming up, Ray?
Actually, that's pretty much it for me. Believe it or not, all three of my crew members race, so it's time for me to park the Altered and support them with a couple of Super Chevy shows and do some bracket racing and do some crew chiefing. And the best part is, all I got to do is drive a golf cart.
Hey, let me ask y'all a couple of questions. This week has been kind of interesting week here at the home front. What do you guys think about? Give me your opinion on Chevron and Castrol oil.
You know, Castrol, I used it back in the day when it was single weights and things like that. You know, I mean, I've personally been using Brad Penn since I've been running alcohol. I know there's different points of view on that and different stuff. What we worry about is, you know, the zinc content and everything else on there. Some guys will use whatever's on sale at Walmart and put a couple of quarts of Brad Penn in because it helps. But, you know, you got to worry about that. And when, you know, you start pushing the motors like we do with the boost and stuff, then you got to think about it. But
Ray's chomping at the bit. Hold on, Jim. Ray's chomping at the bit. I know he's ready to come in on this.
No, honestly, Johnny, I'd have to do a little more research, just like Jim. And I'm sure you've heard the name Randall Hayes up here in Richmond and Matt Stambaugh. They're my engine builders. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I have to go with them. They're the experts. And same as Jim, I've been running Brad Penn. I'd have to do some research. I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't, but I'd have to compare, you know, apples to apples.
Well, I've used Amelay pretty much my entire life. I've always liked Amelay's oil, and then I've been working and promoting Amelay and going to continue to be promoting Amelay oil.
Yeah.
But we had a new opportunity come up this week. But it's kind of iffy on what I can talk about. But what I can talk about is they are the packagers for those two oil companies, along with a lot of other products, because I like keeping stuff on the trailer. So if I could make a couple of dollars to help pay for a trip, and then also save racers money from what they're going to pay somewhere else, that's what I do.
And I've heard a lot of good things about Amelay. I've never tried it, but I've heard a lot of good things.
Well, you know one guy that runs Amelay. What is his name? Top Fuel World Champion. You know, he see Amelay was one of his oils or his oil.
Yeah. That's
if I remember right, the whole side of his car says Amelay.
Yeah, a big long sign. Yeah.
There you go.
But I can tell you who his next door neighbor is. His next door neighbor is Larry Dixon, but I cannot remember that guy's name to save my life. Oh, crap. I can't remember his name, but he lives right next door to Larry Dixon.
I see him too. But I know you wouldn't investigate something or entertain something if it wasn't a quality product.
And this company is a very, very, I talked to the guy, and we had a really wonderful conversation on the phone. And so it's looking like something that I'm trying to put things together for next season on how we're going to do things, because with the workload as hot as it's being, this I'm trying to catch a race in 3 weeks. I don't know if I'll be there with my car or not. I'm gonna try, but I've still got some body issues that I'm working on, and I've still got some wires I've got to shield and hide and stuff like cosmetic stuff that doesn't take a long time, but when you got 2 frames to build, powder coating to do, your day, and you're by yourself, your day runs out fast.
I just wish you was closer.
I
wish you was closer.
So, well, that's good. That's something to keep in your head. Remember that, because I'll have more information for both of you on that.
Hey, real quick, we got a chance to meet Nitro Cruising at the track.
Mm-hmm.
And he came out with Nitro Kevin, and that young man is awesome. And he put on Facebook Nitro Cruising, and there he is, and he's cruising the U.S. Nationals with an East Coast Fuelers t-shirt.
You gotta love that, man. You gotta love that.
Yeah.
You gotta love that.
Hey,
all right,
real quick, Terry McMillan was the guy you're talking about.
Terry McMillan. That's it. Larry Dixon. Larry Dixon's next. Now, Larry's a friend of mine. So, Larry Dixon's next door neighbor. That's it. Terry McMillan. That's it.
Shit, I thought you guys was joking about that. I was like, how did you not know that name? I'm sorry. I thought you guys was kidding.
No, I couldn't remember it. I just, it's part of this whole
we're older.
Had a whatchamadoodle. What's his McConnell moment there for a second. Hold on. I'm sorry. All right, Mia, is there anything else y'all want to talk about?
No, thank you for having us again.
Yeah,
I always like having you guys. I'm glad I got Big Ray on here this time.
Hey,
you hit a new low on your ratings.
I should have known back when we was talking about Navy stories, probably about 3-4 months back. I'm like,
that's right, Chief War Officer.
Yeah, I retired as a W3.
There you go. I noticed that after I got off the show with you last week, and I was looking at your page. I was like, oh, this is a Navy guy. Wait a minute.
Oh yeah, that's why me and you mix so good, and Jimmy don't fit in. Jimmy,
he gets a bump. He gets bumped up. He gets tagged with Cummings and everything now.
See, look out, Jimmy. I told you I was going to take him up one more ladder rung.
Hey, we're gonna have some big fuel information coming out in probably the next 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a month. But an old dog is getting back in the game.
Well, cool, and that's a good thing, especially in the fuel department. But before we go, Johnny, my last words are: I'm asking Johnny Blender to set something up with Jimmy Turk, Scott Storm against the East Coast Fuelers somewhere down south.
I'm writing it down right now.
We need to figure out somewhere neutral to where we can all meet and run. And not run competition, but run and put on a show. I think their club and our club can put on one heck of a show somewhere.
Sounds like a plan. I'd like
that
to do
sounds like a plan. And they heard it here first, and I'll see who's in the green room right now. We may have a little gauntlet that we just got thrown down that I can't see anybody else who's in there right now. I know there's somebody else beep in. So we'll definitely see what we can put together for that for next year. Where are you at, Ray?
I'm in Richmond, Virginia.
Okay, you're in Richmond. And Jim, you're in Jersey. Hey man, you ain't seen me that pastrami yet, by the way. You know it's getting that time of the year.
Yeah.
It's getting that time of the year. Subway doesn't carry it anymore down here. There's no demand for it. I'm here. I'm looking for it.
Hey, just a real quick. Hey, thanks to Alky Diggers who's been sponsoring us.
Oh,
all
yeah.
year long, man.
Yeah,
That's
definitely. Mike
awesome.
Chalandro, great guy.
Bottom line.
Yep.
Mike and the girls that did.
Mike, Tony, Shannon, Brandon.
Yeah.
I love them all.
Awesome.
I love it how hey Joe, I love how Ray's got everybody's names.
Yeah.
Oh, they got my credit card on file. I think Shannon has gone shopping on my credit card.
Well, I'll give her a call and see if I can use that number for a little while. There's a couple things I need.
Hey, they've got it. Trust me, it's on file.
All right, everybody. I appreciate you two guys for coming in. We'll get back together. We'll get this other thing working.
Too. That's not good.
What do you like to drive, Ray? How many miles you like to drive?
I try to stay within 5.5 hours from the house.
400 miles? 325?
Yeah, that's about right. About 325, 350.
Okay.
Forget about.
I mean, if it's something central, I mean, because you got Squirrel, who's in Virginia Beach, you got, and then the North Carolina guys, you got Bruce and you got Ryan. So
right. Yeah, that's cool. I just wanted a number where I can put everybody on the map and then draw a circle and find somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So, but that, I'm not going to say anything right now, but I tell you what, hey, Jim, a person that we had on the show about a month ago popped into my head for this event. Yeah. We'll talk about it later. All right, you two outlaws, I'm going to let you guys go.
All right.
Okay.
And see, I may have some more news I've got to tell.
Thanks, Johnny. Night, Lynn.
Be good.
There you go.
I love those guys. That's Ray Urban and Jim Cummins from the East Coast Funerals. Good night, Jim. Let me catch up with a couple of these. Mark Jacobs, Darlington would be nice. Kyle Kleemer, we'll make a road trip. McConnell, yeah, that's the one. You caught that, huh? Thanks, Mark. Robert Forrester is tuned in. Hey, Robert, how are you doing, buddy? Ice racing. I don't know about that. I have a hard enough time walking on it. I was walking across the driveway a few years ago and broke my freaking wrist. Hey, there's my daughter, Brittany. How are you doing? Along with my wonderful grandkids, Damon and Piper. I hope y'all are doing well. Hello, Chris. I hope you're doing well also. My son-in-law. Godwin. Yeah, definitely. Godwin's building a pro mod. He doesn't do the dragsters anymore. Dennis Whitaker says, there goes the neighborhood. Glenn Culbertson. I don't know why I always mess up your name, Uncle Glenn. Glenn Culbertson is online. Yeah, I like that. I'm going backwards in these posts, so now it's kind of funny to see everything that's being posted that I missed. Chester Taylor. Hey, Chester, how are you doing? Chester Taylor, still, man, you'll get it. You'll get it. Trust me on this. While he's there, let me jump over here real quick and put up a flyer. Chester Taylor and the Misfit Gassers have an event coming up. Let me get this information up here real quick, share with everybody. This is September 22nd and 23rd. Give me just a second so I can see it. All right. This is all vintage gassers are welcome to come to this race. September 22nd, 23rd of this year, you'll have the Misfit Gassers. The Southern Wild Bunch will be there. They're going to have a swap meet. They're going to have old school race foot brakes from 74 and back, meet and greet, kids parade, vintage car show, and exhibition, nostalgia, open wheel, heads up racing, schedule of events. There it is. Thursday will be open for early arrival, so you can get those motorhomes in there and save me a hookup. Let's see, Friday, they got gates open at 2. Meet and greet, swap meet, test and tune for all at 6 p.m. And then they're going to have a gamblers race. Saturday is the show. Gates open at 9. They're going to have the swap meet again. Meet and greet, kids parade at 11. Racing qualifying starts at noon. Admissions one day is $20, 2 days for $35. Test and tune is $25. Let's see. This says near Mobile Dragway is located near beautiful historic Mobile, Alabama, the Gulf Coast Interstate 10, exit 10 south. Irvington, Alabama, 36544. There's a number right there if you've got any questions you'd like to call and check on this, 251-391-9619 or mobiledragway.com. So this is the event you want to come to, the Misfit Gassers. They have been putting on some pretty good events. Now with the Southern Wild Bunch, they had a good event up in Montgomery, I believe it was. It was North Alabama. I think it was Montgomery. But this is something that I hope everybody can get out and come check out, see it. Until you've been to one of these type of races, you really don't know what you have missed. They're great. The crowds are great. The cars are great. The people are great. It's just a good family environment. It's a lot of fun. You really got to come check that out. Now, I want to do my cigar review while I got y'all trapped here right now. I did this. I filmed this in the shop today and put it up, and I have never done this before. So I want to start this because I want to start doing some of these drop-ins like this on the show, as well as product reviews and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get more sophisticated with how I do all this stuff. So bear with me for just a minute. I'll come back and catch those other comments, but check this little snippet I made today, and let me know what you think about this. If you've got a cigar that you want me to try, well, the video says it all. I won't say everything twice. So here we go, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Johnny Blender. I'm out here in the shop. You may hear some background noise. It's just one of those things that can't be avoided, but I wanted to start doing some little segments as I'm smoking in the shop, taking a break from the heat, and on my cigars and cigar reviews. Well, today I'm going to be reviewing a factory throwaway. These are the number 99 factory throwouts. I'm not going to say the manufacturer of them, but I'm sure you can find them anywhere that you go that sells cigars. They'll probably have these. I like bundle cigars for the simple reason that usually bundle cigars are really good. I like to smoke the Flor de Oliva Gold, which is a bundle cigar. They're a wonderful cigar. They're as good as some of the Cubans that I've got. But they're just a really, really good cigar. Well, today I was sitting here and I said, you know what? I'm going to make a short video to play during the show that I can do a review on this cigar. And whenever I got to take a break or something during the show, I always have this that I can throw up there if I need to use it again, because I'm sure everybody won't see it. But this is something I want to talk about, this factory throwouts. Factory throwouts should be the key word in this advertisement for these cigars. I'd call it anything but that. But I've smoked the cigar pretty much. I'm smoking it all the way down. It was a Churchill. It was a long cigar. I smoked it all the way down to see if it got any better as it got closer to the bottom. First thing I want to say about this cigar is it burned on the top end. It burned uneven as hell. Been in a humidor, perfect humidity. It just burned really, really uneven at the top. I mean, I was probably 1.5 inches into the cigar and had actually the 1.5 inches I cut off is over here on the floor. But half the cigar was burning well, but the other half wasn't burning at all. I relit it a couple of different times and I trimmed it and relit it again, and it did the exact same thing. So it got to a point where I just kind of started rolling it more as I was smoking it to try to get the heat to run around the cigar and to heat it all up. So I will tell you, as I've gotten closer to the bottom, the cigar has not gotten any better. I think these are around $40 a bundle for these, for a bundle of 20. So you'll get $2 a cigar, plus or minus your area. I'm sure the prices will vary a little bit, but it was not a good cigar. And the name Factory Throwout is, to me, they should have thrown it out. There may be some people that like to give these away if they got a baby or something and put a little band on it for the name of the baby or something. You know, it'd be something good to give to people that aren't avid cigar smokers. But as an avid cigar smoker, I will tell you, this cigar was terrible. And like always, you know, whenever we have a prestigious award that I haven't given out in a few years, but I am making an exception of bringing it back this week for this particular cigar. Now, I will tell you, this cigar compared to a Flor de Oliva Gold, which are basically the same price. The legal goals maybe $10 a bundle more, but it's $10 that you will enjoy smoking a lot better than having to cut and relight and try to get the burn even. Now, a lot of cigars, if I get some cigars that are bad, I will put them in a special humidor that I have that has apple pie moonshine in them, and let the cigar absorb some of that moonshine, and it gives it a really, really good flavor. Well, this ain't one of them. So this, like I said, we're bringing this special award back. I'm going to put up there, and this is the award that I give this cigar. I'm going to leave it up there for about 10 or 15 seconds so you can look at it and see it and read it. But this is an award-winning cigar, and here's the reward. Award. I'm sorry, I said reward. Award. I don't know why I said that, but yeah, this is not a real good cigar. If it says factory throwaway, throw out, I'm sure there's a reason that they are throwing them out. But this again is another big cigar company trying not to waste anything. Let's turn it into something. Probably better trying to make this into pipe tobacco or something. Although I can't see it would have been a lot better. But my review on the factory throw out is 0. And like I said again, it wins the prestigious LBAF award. So I'm going to be doing these little shorts like this, breaking in and putting it on the show. I hope you like them. If you've got a cigar you would like to recommend for me to try, which I'm sure there's a lot out there I haven't smoked, but there's a lot that I have. But we're going to start doing more of this. That's part of the name of the show, Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars. And I haven't been talking about the cigars as much lately, so I'm going to get back into that because I did have a lot of people that used to like to follow the cigar part of the show. So I want to thank everybody for catching this little video clip, and now we'll be getting back to the regular show. All right, everybody. So what'd you think of that, man? How'd you like that? It was just a little something I thought of. I want to start doing more stuff like that. I hope you appreciated it. And that was a bad cigar, let me tell you. But yeah, let me check my messages here. I got a few more popped up. Jim Ray, you are always welcome. Let's see. Hey, Chester, there you go. We got your event talked about, man, and we're gonna keep talking about it all the way up to the event. All right, so that was pretty good. Let me jump over here on my other computer and see if there's anything else that I wanted to talk about tonight. Oh, hey, yes, there is one more thing I forgot about. I got Basin Bills, man. One of our show sponsors, Crescent Canna. I can't forget them. Let me get their little commercial up and get that running for you. Don't forget to check out Crescent Canna. Everybody knows I love these guys. This product is awesome. It has helped me and it has helped Lynn immensely. And don't forget to use the discount code EDGE2023 for 30% off your order. Now watch this. All right, there we go. You got a little commercial for Crescent Canada. They sent that to me, and as respectfully as I am, I play that for them, and I promote their product because I absolutely love it. Crescent Canada has been wonderful for me and Lynn. All right. Oh, there we go. Lynn's already got the discount code up. I love that. Hey, man, I appreciate that, Jim. Eventually, I'm going to rate some pastrami. Oh, man. All right, let me jump over here and see what else I got. Oh, yeah, I forgot about a couple other events that I want to talk about. Where is this? Car show. We got a lot of stuff coming up for some really good people. Hey, I don't want to forget before I say anything else, I want to talk about Johnny Jordan's event. Johnny Jordan has his event Time Warp 2023, Friday and Saturday, September 29th and 30th at Cottonwood Dragway. Super Pro, Nostalgia, Foot Brake Nostalgia, all nostalgia. Oldies groups are invited to our races. Dixie Renegade Gasser, Southern Outlaw Gasser, Southern Wild Bunch, Open Wheel, Misfit Gassers. Everybody's going to be there. And this is where you're going to want to be. Friday, they've got Test and Tune. Gates open at 4, track hot at 6, car and driver $30, general admission $15. And Saturday, the show. Gates open at 8 o'clock. Time trial start at 2. Elimination start at 4. General admission $20. Kids and under get in free. If you've got any questions about this, you can contact Johnny Jordan at Southeastern Drag Racers Association on Facebook, or call Johnny at home, 334-299-0303, or find him at Johnny at nostalgianight.com. Check this event out. Johnny Jordan is a great guy. I'm looking forward to getting to one of his events. So check this out. Put it on your schedule. Mark it on your calendar. Set it up in your day planner or whatever you got. This is where you need to be, September 29th and 30th. Come check them out. I like that. Let's see. I've got another one. I love it. You know, people are sending me these things and they want me to help them promote them, and I have no problem with that. That is one of the great things that I like to do. Let's show this one now. We've got Joe Maddox has got one coming up. It's a car show at O'Reilly's. Cruise In Trucking Car Show, Saturday, October 25th. From 9 to 2, O'Reilly's Auto Parts, 8652 Pensacola Boulevard. Free to show or just to cruise in. Trophies, giveaways, dash plaques to the first 25 entries. They're going to have 50-50 drawings with 3-way splits. Free food and drinks. Hot rods, trucks, show cars, classic cars, rat rods. Come check out Bay Area Customs Car Show at O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Saturday, October 28th from 9 to 2. All right, I got that covered. I love helping people out. Now I just have to find out where all my little boops are. I heard that little boop just then. Hey, JD, let me drop him in here real quick. JD Southern.
How we doing?
Hey, JD, how are you doing, buddy? JD Sowers with Sure Media Production. Tuning in tonight.
I'm doing good.
What's going on? We got a delay.
Yeah, what had happened is I had I still had Facebook on, so I was getting double back on my side.
Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah, you can't.
I'm good now. No, I cannot.
Okay, man. What you got new coming up? You got some car shows coming up this weekend, or what?
Yep. On Saturday, we're heading just over on the other side of the Shenandoah River, over in Charlestown, West Virginia. Charlestown has their annual shutdown downtown.
Looks like he froze.
They park them all up and down Main Street, and they put on one heck of a car show every year.
Okay, well that's going to be good. What time is that?
That one there goes from 10 to 3.
Okay, 10 to 3. Okay, and that's this weekend in Charlestown, West Virginia. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay, is that the only thing you've got going this weekend?
And then also on Sunday, I am heading on over to Maryland, just south of Hagerstown, to a little town called Williamsport. Cashwa Brewing Company there puts on a Cars and Coffee, which runs a little bit longer than most of them. Theirs is running from 10 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. And they normally have a pretty good turnout at their events as well.
That's cool. What all's going with Sheriff Media, man? You staying busy?
We're trying to. We're hitting up all of the events that we can do. I just posted up from last weekend. I hit up on Saturday what's called the an all truck event, which was actually part of Spuds Fest, which was a potato festival over in Boonesboro, Maryland. and they had quite a show there. They had probably about 50 semi trucks there, ranging, I would say, probably back to the 20s, all the way
Ooh.
up to modern day trucks. Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
That's
the ones with
nice.
the cranks in the front.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that.
They also had arts and crafts there as well, but they also had a Civil War camp life set up for both sides, and that was pretty interesting to see.
That's
Plus,
cool.
on the grounds where the festival is held, they also have a historical village there, so it has all the old log cabins and stage coaches and everything else that you'd want to see there. So it was a pretty great event.
That would have made some pretty cool pictures, I guess, as well.
And actually, on the Civil War stuff, instead of just making them colored images for the video, I actually took and converted them into a sepia, which gives it kind of a copper tone on the images instead of just a regular black and white.
Right.
So I got all that stuff up from last weekend. Then last weekend as well, I hit a real nice car show. It was over in Boonesboro. Another towards the fall, a lot of these small towns like to shut down their downtown areas and just set it up to where there's nothing up and down the streets but car shows and that.
Oh,
So
that's good. That's good. I wish it was cool enough for them to do that down here, but these guys, these fools around here have a car show when it's 100 degrees outside, and they wonder why people just don't show up, or people are passing out, or why we're required to have 6 ambulances there.
newsflash on that. Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, supposed to be record-breaking temperatures here. We're supposed to be up in the 104 range.
Oh, good. Better you than me. I've already been there.
Yeah.
I'm sending it your way.
But that's only supposed to last like 2 days, and then after that, we're going back to
That's what they told us.
more
too.
fallish weather. Yeah.
Yeah, they told us that too in the beginning of July. It's only going to last a couple of weeks. This hot.
Yeah. Right.
And then 3 weeks went by, and they said, "Yeah, but I mean, it's really hot. It's this is only going to last another week." And then last Sunday, it was 105. That was the hottest day in the history of Louisiana. This is a new world record for a Louisiana state record. I thought they would go throw a freaking Mardi Gras parade because of it. But hey, why do we have to have 6 ambulances there? But man, that's great. I'm glad to see that you've got a lot of stuff coming up and what you're working on. Anything coming down the pipe in the future?
We are working on something now, and we'll go ahead and turn it loose on the show here just to get some feedback. Breaking news. We're working on it in the pipeline on putting together a magazine for the car show industry. I know that there's a lot already out there, but in this general area, there's not a lot, and it'll give the local car clubs and stuff like that another avenue in order to pitch their events to where they can get a bigger draw.
Right. That's great, man. That's impressive. And don't forget, you always got the show to help promote that with. We'll do everything we can to keep Sherv Media going and make sure that the word is out there on what you have going on to help offset what we're doing.
Yeah, and I appreciate everything that you guys are doing.
Hey man, you're great, JD. We've been knowing each other for a while and just started working together this year. So it's we worked together before, but it was kind of screwy.
It was different.
Yeah, we had a wild card in there that we had to deal with. But I appreciate you coming on the show tonight. Let us know what's going on. Hey, let me jump over here. I see a bunch of messages come in. Let me check. Let's see what this is. Oh, it's Lynn. Spuds McKenzie. Hey Jim, don't worry about that pastrami. I mean, I like making jokes about it, but food poisoning is nah. Had it, didn't like it. All right, man. All right, look, JD, I'll talk to you tomorrow. get a little more information so I can get some stuff put together for next week's show, so I can spread more information. We can since we got breaking news on the new car magazine. I'm kind of online digital magazine. I love it. I love it. But we'll talk more about that. Oh, look at that. Lynn's even got Sheriff Media. Let me hit that. I can show that. She's even got Sheriff Media production. SheriffMP.biz. Got your website up there. People can check in. Oh, yeah, your hat says it too. I forget about that. Yeah, I know. It's been a long day and I'm tired.
I understand.
But we'll get more information up on this. We'll work a little something into next week's show as well on that, so we can keep following that and see how it's developing. And we'll reach out with some of the people that we're doing things with now and see if we can get them interested in it and to help with that as well.
Nope, that sounds great. I'll look forward to it.
All right, man. I appreciate it. I'm fixing to get out of here for the night. I'm going to hit the outro. Hold on, let me get over here where I got it. By the way, those intro and wonderful outro of the show has been made by Sheriff Media Production. So we appreciate that as always. So, all right, brother, I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a great weekend. Let us see some pictures of what you're taking at the track or at the show. And let me know what's going on and what else we can do to help.
All right. You got it. Thank you.
All right, man. Thank you. Have a great evening. All right. That was JD. Let me get him out of here with his, I'll leave his banner up for the rest of the show. He's a great guy. I love everything that he's done to help with us. It's getting hot in here. I think it's time to turn the air conditioner down. Or maybe it's just all these lights that I'm under. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Don't forget to I am doing a little bit more of a focus on the YouTube channel. Please jump over on YouTube channel and subscribe, whatever you subscribe, I think is what you do on YouTube. I'm trying to move away from Facebook a little bit. I want to move away a little bit more. I've moved away somewhat, but I want to move a little bit more. And there may not be any difference between the attitude at Facebook and the attitude at YouTube, but to me, it just seems like the attitude at YouTube is more about helping, and the attitude at Facebook is more about what we don't want you to do. So I'm kind of leaning the other way, because I'm more of don't tell me not to do it, because if you tell me not to do it, I'm going to do it. I got one more comment here. Awesome show. Hey, thank you, Jim. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Don't forget to check out all of our the radio station, the Edge Radio US. You can stream that live. I'll have this show up. I'll have this show and last week's show up on iHeart in the morning or later on tonight. I forgot to post I felt really bad last week when I did the show. Hey, it was just the heat, I guess. But I apologize for that, and I'll have both last week and this week show up. Let me know your comments, and let me know what you think about the little drop-in cigar section that I did, because I want to start doing more stuff like that. I'm going to start bringing in some people to actually do their own specials and their own little promotion and advertising, and doctor it up a little bit. And so it's just something else I want to do. We've got some products that we want to review, and it's a whole new ball game is what we're working on. So I want to thank everybody for sticking with us for these 6+ years. Thank you. Tune in next week. So I'll have something special for you again next week. So good night, everybody, and have a great weekend. Ooh, I almost went out before I hit the outro. Sorry.